Hello everybody, my name is Jad. Welcome to another MLB 9 Innings 23 video. In today's video, we are going to do our best not to make a mistake this time. As a lot of you guys saw last time, in the video previously, I gotta put my phone on Do Not Disturb real quick. Don't mind me, I totally forgot, and I might as well do it now. So, a lot of people noticed my last video. I didn't notice this. Somebody mentioned it to me, I'm just like, before I even read any comments, someone DM'd me, and they're just like, you're an idiot. And I'm just like, why, what happened? They sent me a video clip of it, and I'm just listening to myself. I'm like, yeah, I know I talk a little too fast sometimes. I apologize. I get a little too excited. And they're like, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is you use the blue ticket on Tino's first skill set. And yes, I did do that. I can't believe I did do it. I mean, I'm very fortunate and glad that nothing actually happened. But that is really funny. Again, still not one of my worst mistakes that I've ever made, but still very funny. So anyway, let's get into the video today. I do have one blue ticket this week. I would have two. I'm exactly 50 points short of a second blue ticket, so we will have at least one blue ticket today. I actually do not know how many skill change tickets I've got this week to use. Usually I keep track of how many I have, but not this week. I got a couple from League this week, which was pretty cool. Then I got 3 from League, yeah, so I got 6 total this week. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. We're probably going to use them on Dellin Betances, although, as I am now realizing, like, my starting staff, specifically my Luis Severino, is in an absolutely horrible place. He finished with a negative win-loss ratio last week, so I am thinking to myself that despite the fact that I really would like to have more offense, I think that trying to go back to Luis Severino, as you guys remember, we've been running a temp set on Luis Severino for forever now at this point. So he is in desperate need of a real set, and especially now, I feel like now is a good time to go back and do it. But I still am thinking to myself that I still need to go work on Babe Ruth. So, I mean, I'm kind of right now, I'm at a point right now where I kind of want to go in a couple different directions, but I think the starting staff really needs to be the one to win out here, in my opinion. But because I've wanted to work on Babe Ruth for a long time now, I'm not convinced that batter... Ooh, nice. We pulled the prime off the top. I'm not convinced that BI is really that good, so I want to get a good set on him. Maybe bad ball hitter, or I would like to get maybe... I fear contact master is a lot better now, so would really like to see that. Let's see what the prime is. Jorge Posada. More new... I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. I'm going to mess it up and everyone's going to make fun of me. Ooh, another prime? Yo, what is happening? Got another prime. Alright, so we're on pace to get like 1,000,000 primes this video. Aroldis Chapman. I'm pretty sure I already have an Aroldis Chapman from a long time ago. Is there another prime in this one? No? Oh, come on, game. I've come to expect a certain level of gratitude from you at this point. Let's open up 10 of these real quick. So I think that in, trying to rationalize this, I believe that my order of operations here is probably going to be Dellin Betances, and then we're going to move on to Severino, and then we're going to move on to the batters at that point. Bob Feller is still struggling mightily for me. I still need to get around to retraining him. I put Britton in. I maxed Ace because of the batting average against, and the fact that Boss 8 for me has not really been doing as well as it has in the previous times. And I think that Ace is going to give me a better boost overall than Co-op 6's. So that's why I've done that. And because I can take Ace to 8 as opposed to taking Ace to 6. Or Ace to 5, or Boss to 5. I'd rather have Boss and Ace as opposed to Co-op. That's just me personally. I'm really just test piloting it out right now to see how it's going to be with 2 ace pitchers. In theory, in the long run, what I really want to have is I really want to have Ace be on a starting pitcher. So for right now, I'm going to leave it on my setup guys, and then we're going to see how it works. If it's really that bad, then we may have to stick it out until we get to another set of premium blues, and then run some premium blues on him. That's the idea. Hopefully it works out. I mean, his old set was really catastrophically bad, so I don't think that having 2 ace setup guys will really be as poor as having Chad Green, who last week was 11-8 with a 1.83 ERA. So he basically came into 19 games with decisions, which is overall not great. That's also not including games where he came into, let's say, a one-run game and gave up a run. That doesn't count that as well. So he lost or he gave up 19 leads as far as I can tell, which is not great. But so far, I think Britton was 6-20 last week, and I think Betances had a 4 ERA. So overall, in the grand scheme of things, I think that right now, having two ace setup guys is not going to be the worst thing I've ever seen. We will see this week. I will probably give it 2 full weeks of ranked and club to test it out. But Chad Green has overall been a very, very solid bullpen piece for me. And if anybody out there is wondering how ace works in a setup slot, and co-op as well, I've had some really good success with it so far. So we're going to test that again this week and see how they go, because everybody, if you're not aware, the more people in your lineup that have ace, the less effective the boost becomes. Now, I'm not specifically sure if that means that the overall stat boost and the batting average against effect are reduced, or if it's just the stats. I don't know necessarily enough about it, but I'm sure to find out. So it will be a little lesson in science, and we'll see how it works. And I'm sure that this game, which is famous for how, at this point, you can't discern anything from any short amount of testing in this game, it's going to be, hopefully will sway me in the right direction, because, I don't know, anybody who's played this game for any extended periods of time has seen that there is a nice vintage. That'll be good for the combos later. Anyone who's played this game for any extended period of time knows that there are so many outliers in this game. Like, you need months and months of testing in order to draw any noticeable conclusions for anything. It is just so difficult to come up with any sort of meaningful data in this game because of how things just seem to never really work out. Like, it'll do well one week and then poor the next week, and then well one week and then middle of the road the next week. It's just like, it never ever turns out consistent, and it's exceptionally difficult to figure out. What works for one person doesn't work for another person. Why? We have no idea. Okay, I can't do another one of these things real quickly. I still need to wait another... it's kind of hard to believe. I've never been waiting on club crafts before, so maybe I've never noticed this, but it is a full 8 days until I can actually do another Clubcraft SIG. So it will not even be next week's video. It will be the week after that's video, in which we will do another Clubcraft signature and see if we can get anything useful. I think we'll be getting rid of Tyone and Judge. Not really, like I said, not really sure what we're looking for here. But at this rate, if we cannot get any kind of meaningful results out of Feller, you know, there is a potential that we could go back to using Sonny Gray as a PSET target and maybe using him as another starting pitcher if we can get a good set on him in a relatively short fashion, because, man, I mean, Legends slow starters for me have just been abysmal. J Happ last week went 58-26 with a 1.88 ERA, and that was basically my best starting pitcher. Compare that to Bob Feller last week, who I don't even remember. I think went like 36-32 with a 2-point-something ERA. It's just not great. It's just so rough. I mean, no matter what I seem to do, maybe he needs to be retrained. Like a lot of people told me, I could still swing a Velo 1 or I could do a Velo 1 and a high location Dom train on him. I could do that. So, and right now, they're actually doing another one of those weekends where you can actually get higher rates on trainings. So maybe we'll go back to the drawing board on him and retrain him again. But Hap, so far, after his retrain, has been phenomenal. James Paxton, Control Master Touch, been phenomenal. Just been a great, great thing for me personally. So I would suggest that everybody do focus on your retrains, especially now that they've... I only say this because maybe you haven't noticed it, but I was talking to a clubmate the other week who still didn't realize that they changed the BIU and the Dom Fin thresholds. But if you watch my videos, you know they have, usually. If you've been listening to everything I've been saying, You guys are smart. You guys know that they have changed the Dom Fin thresholds, but I'm just, as a PSA, if this is your first time watching my videos and you're not aware of it, I would suggest that everybody retrains their Dom Fin guys so that way you can redistribute some of those stats into other categories. It would help you a lot. Get extra stamina. Like, in the past, we've always talked about how having low stamina has been good. No, you need to get that higher stamina. Last night actually, at the end of ranked, for one of the first times ever, one of my pitchers actually pitched a complete game loss. It was James Paxton. I've never seen that, ever, in the time of playing this game. I've never imagined that to happen, because I gave up a run in the 5th inning. Give me this Blake Snell just for posterity's sake. Yeah? Nope, Brian Crawford. I gave up a run in the 5th inning, and then my Paxton stayed in for another 2 innings after that, and I couldn't believe it. I've never seen that before. So he pitched an 8-inning complete game loss, and I'm just stunned. Like, I've never seen that before. And I would like to attribute that to the fact that his stamina is better now than it was, but just shocked that that happened. I've never expected that to happen, because, like I said, usually the middle relief pitchers come in earlier. I also am running stamina gear usually in ranked, so maybe that attributed to it as well. I'm truthfully not sure, but that was something that I've never seen before, and I was frankly shocked that it happened. I was just like, really? I can't believe it. And on top of that, my team couldn't score 1 run. I lost 1-0. My team with gear and drinks couldn't score 1 run against a legend. Probably had slow starter just to, laugh in my face, because why not? That always seems to happen. Whenever my slow starter guy goes in there, he gives up like 5 runs in the 1st inning. But whenever anybody else's slow starter guy is in there with no drinks and no gear, it's like a 9-inning shutout. I couldn't believe it. Typical. Just, see what we can get from these. We got a Diamond Wish player pack. Now, I don't know who I want to use that Diamond Wish player pack on. Like, I've got all these packs here, and I say this like every single week. I don't know who I'm supposed to use these player packs on, because there isn't really anybody that I'm really thinking about using them on. Maybe some people, I don't know, like a long relief target. Like, I really have no idea what I want to use these player packs on. Like, that's why I kind of want to keep holding on to them, just in case I ever want to get like some, drop my overall and run some cool rare players on the bench. Maybe I could do that. I could pick someone who's retiring before they're removed. I really don't know who or what I want to use these player packs on. So I've seen some people using them on some pitchers like Nestor and Garrett Cole and Aaron Judge, and that's really cool, and I think that really helps a lot. I just personally don't really like. I pretty much have everybody that I could ever want at this point. That's not a prime or a sig. Like, there isn't really much to go for. So if you guys have any ideas as to who you guys think I could use them on to really help me out, maybe I could use them on a Posada for a future sig change target. Like, I could use a Diamond Wish player pack and take a Diamond regular Jorge Posada, stash him away for the future in case they ever bring back a sig change ticket ever again. Mayhaps. I mean, that's really all I can think of doing it for. There isn't really much else I got here. There isn't really many people I'd really think about sig changing in the future if they brought back the sig change ticket. Like, that's the thing, is I don't know who I would use it on. No one really comes to mind. Maybe like Brian McCann, if he ever comes back in the game, I would take a defensive catcher for the new meta right now, but I really don't know. I don't know. It would take a lot of thinking, because like I used the sig change on Ruth, and then I haven't really thought about who else to use it on in the future. Like, the only players I can really think to use the sig change on right now in the back of my mind is like a Sig Sabathia, or like I've got a signature. God, who do I have a signature? I have a Carlos Beltran just sitting around on my bench that I've never ever got around to using. So maybe him. I mean, there isn't really much to go for here. My deck is basically done at this point, so I don't know what to do about it. Emmanuel Clase, that's a pretty cool card right there. That's a pretty dope card. Give me a gold, because I actually need a gold for one more combo. I think that would be the best thing here. Yeah, the Vidal Brujan. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. I got ahead of myself. I got excited. Yeah, give me that Jonah Heim Diamond. Nice, Jonah Heim Diamond. The guy who is the reason that we have Jose Trevino on the Yankees, Jonah Heim. And unfortunately, hope he comes back soon. He had wrist surgery at the end of his season. Love the guy. Like, just love the player, love the human being. I love Jose Trevino. That guy is a beast. I hope he gets well soon. See who we get from our Diamond Player Selective pack from Ranked. I finished around 350 last week, and I went down in Ranked. So I'll take the Class A again. All-Star Class A. It's funny, last week in Ranked, I finished about 460 or 423, I think it was. That was my number. I finished 423, and I went down in terms of power ranking. I went from 209 to 207. And this week I finished 350, which I was like, okay, that's pretty good. No, I actually went down in power ranking. I went down from like 209 or 207 to like 221, I think I am right now. Like, what's my power ranking right now? 214. Okay, not the worst. I'm still hanging on the high 200s, so a couple, like I said, I get the starting pitcher done and a couple other pieces, and then we are good to go. And oops, hit my glasses. I take my glasses off to record, so I can actually like see my glasses are a little scratched, so it's kind of hard to see the screen up close. So gotta get some new glasses, but new starting pitcher, new closer set, and I think we're gunning for the power ranking tournament finally. We shall see. That is the dream. That is the hope. But team is definitely close to being in the power ranking tournament. Just need to get a couple more optimized skill sets and then flush out the offense, and then we are good to go for the power ranking tournament. You guys, I never thought my team would ever make it to the power ranking tournament, so it's kind of cool to see that I've got the opportunity to knock on the door, but I know for a fact that my team is a long way away. Like, I think that my team is still a year out at least from being in the power ranking tournament. So if you guys are ready for this grind, then I'm ready to go on this journey with you guys. I hope I don't want to scare people, but I hope the game will be around that long, because who knows with the state of rivals. I mean, I don't know how long this game is going to go on for, but I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to take the team to wherever I can with the time I have left, and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. So, not to scare people. We had the whole scare during the last CBA, but we got through it, and we'll see where it goes from here, I guess. All right, let's go do our vintage combos. To have 2 vintage combos, hopefully I get a diamond out of the golds. Nope. All right, let's see what we can get. Why does it look like he has a signature? The 6 on his jersey made it look like he has a signature on his jersey. Lance McCullers Sr. Very cool, very cool. I believe that's it. I don't believe I have another player to combine, right? No? No. Still holding on the diamonds for the 3 diamond vintage combo for the hopeful legend in the future. And then let's get into the PSETs, the thing that everyone comes here to witness me fail on. All right. Let's see. Dellin Betances. Looking for a closer set on Dellin. Nice, I got a mileage. I didn't even realize I was eligible for a mileage. That was a free PSET. So it's funny because I'm looking for a closer set on Dellin when in reality I have a very good long release set on Dellin, but I think the goal is to no matter what have a I mean, Chapman does okay in long relief, so I'm not gonna really fret about it too much. But definitely not thinking I'm going to be using his PI set. Unfortunately, it is it's not PI. It's more like PO. Or BO, I mean. That set is not very good. Oops. Can you not do the PSETs from here? Am I Stunads? I don't know. Thought you could do it from there. Well, no, I think there's a way to do it. I just missed it. That's okay. We'll go through this way. It's okay. I would like to see... Oh, another ace set. I would like to see at least one blue skill this week. That would be pretty cool. That would be really nice, honestly. Triple ones. Disgusting. Ace winning streak. Sorry, I'm not going to run 3 aces, and I'm not going to run winning streak. Is that better than his current set? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd rather have the Control Master winning streak than have that. Man, no blues. No blues on 6 PSETs. That's a shame. Alright, so let's go run our 1 blue ticket. See, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. I almost got baited again. I almost did it again. Okay, it didn't help anyway. Well, we'll get one next week. And we'll also have a green ticket as well. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I have a target for a green ticket right now, but we will see how it goes. With that being said, you guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Look, we'll also get this next week too, I believe, right? 7/26? Yes, 2 more days. So we'll get some blues and greens as well for next week. Or a blue and a green. Not blues and greens. Blue and green. So with that being said, you guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me this week. I apologize last week for my enormous gaffe. I'm sorry, I am just not paying attention. Thankfully, we didn't land any skill sets on Tino. But for now, I hope you guys have some good lucks with your packs, your combos, your pulls, and hopefully you guys land a legend just like I didn't, unfortunately. Hopefully you guys actually do get it. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video, and stay safe out there, and peace.